Hi there guys, how you doing? I've been asked to do a video talking through the Superpad 2, which I've had for about a month now. So now that I know it a bit better, I thought I'll do the video. As you can see, this is the home screen. The Superpad 2 is Wi-Fi capable. It's enabled for 3G. I don't actually use 3G on my Superpad. The tablet itself has got really good graphics. I mean, you might see from that. It's got a resistive screen, so essentially what that means, for those of you who don't know, is it's not necessarily touchscreen. So you can still swipe as you would normally, but because it's resistive screen, it just means that you need to press down a little bit harder than you might normally. And it comes with a pen, which you might have seen before on things like Nintendo DS and stuff like that. Personally, I prefer to use the actual screen. It's got a full working marketplace. I'll show you an example of an app. So here's YouTube, which most of you know I love so much. So it loads really quickly. I mean, I've not had any problems with loading time and personal loading of anything like that. So, I mean, I think it works really well. There's a button there which resembles an iPad, which is quite scary. Pressing that just takes you back to the home screen. It's got a full file manager, as you might find on a PC, as it is a PC tablet. Comes with 4 GB of memory. Personally, I have used a TF card, so I've already put like a mini micro SD card in there, and that's got 16 GB of memory. I'll show you the capabilities. I've got a media player in here, so if I can just... Okay, so it's got the video player. As you can see there, I've got some TV shows, because I love Medium. Medium is like one of my favourite TV shows. So, I mean, I'll show you the graphics on an episode of Medium. I might not be able to see that.
He just left. Just heard his mouth again. Dark hair, 5'11", medium build.
So there we go, it's full working. I don't want to show too much of that because of copyright. However, it just shows you the graphics are really good, it does play well. I find it really easy to use. I've not had any problems with it, and considering how inexpensive it is, I mean, you can get a Superpad for about £130 on eBay. Now, in comparison to like the £400 or £500 that some tablets are, I'm quite happy with this. You can also, if you've got things like iTunes and you don't want to buy an iPad, there's also an app called MSpot, which you can sync your iTunes library to MSpot, and it will come up on the actual browser. And essentially what you're doing is you would be saving your music library to the web, so you can just stream what you've got from your Wi-Fi. The marketplace is, like I said, completely fully functional. So it's just a case of having a shop around and seeing whether everything's there that you might need, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Twitter, anything like that. It's all dependent on what you might use. But it does have Flash installed too, so that's cool. And essentially that's the Superpad. I don't really know, not too sure what specific areas I could cover for you guys, because obviously everyone's different, and it would just be a case of installing the web apps that you find are suited to you as a user. The actual camera quality on the Superpad 2 is really good, and that's the front camera, never mind the back. I know it's sometimes completely dependable on your connectivity and stuff, but I find this connects really well. There's various apps, and I like shopping around for apps to see what amazing things I can find that I might not have known about before. And I've actually put quite a few new things on my Superpad. The Superpad also gives you notifications, like you'll see along the top left hand corner there. Every time I get a new email, it lets me know, it beeps. Every time someone tweets me, it beeps. It gives you the full notifications that you would get on other devices as well, such as, for instance, iPad or Galaxy Pad, stuff like that. The browser, if you wanted to actually browse rather than use apps, again, it's an Android version of the browser, so it's mobile version. It still looks like the full version of the browser. It is actually a mobile version, but it gives you everything in the right order, and it's easy to use as it would be normally on a general PC. So you'll see there you can still get apps like Angry Birds and things on the Superpad. Fully functional. I think it runs in beta, but I'm not exactly sure about that. It's completely compatible with everything that I use. I've not come across anything apart from BBC iPlayer. This didn't work with, but that's not something that I use on mobile devices anyway. eBay still works, YouTube still works, so I think it's the version of Flash that stops BBC iPlayer working, but apart from that, that is really the only thing that I've found wrong with it. I mean, you do sometimes need to connect to Wi-Fi every single time you turn it on, but yeah, apart from that, I'm having no problem, especially for the price, and it's not really that expensive in comparison to others. Apps like iMoChat also work really well in terms of video calling and things like that. I've been using this on this tablet actually. I find it really fast. I've never lost connection or anything when I've been video calling, so it's still completely compatible with things like that. And I use iMoChat as opposed to like separate programs for things like Skype or Facebook chat and stuff like that, because I like everything to be as simple and as easy as possible. But if you do have any more questions, feel free to drop me a comment below this video and I will try and answer you in as much detail as possible. Okay guys, take care, and I hope that's been quite helpful for you. Bye!